Hi. Okay. I'm gonna cover one Reese Witherspoon movie, and the movie is Sweet Home Alabama. Okay. It was made in 2002 and stars Reese Witherspoon, Josh Lucas, and Candice Bergen and Fred Ward. Um, she plays Melanie Smooter, but she tells her fiance, who is Patrick Dempsey, um, her name is Melanie Carmichael. Why she didn't want to say Smooter, I don't know. Um, so anyway, okay. The thing is, she's from small town Alabama, obviously. But then she moves to New York to become a fashion designer, kind of, and um, her, her town and everybody's like, "What are you doing? You know, you've changed." And and then the weirdest part of the movie is when her fiance comes down to see her family, and he doesn't know that her last name is Smooter. So then, Josh Lucas, her husband, because they're not divorced yet, her husband lies to him and says, "I knew a girl named Melanie, a Smooter or whatever, and but she thought it was a totally different girl or whatever," and he has no idea that he's talking about her fiance, his fiance, at all. Um, and of course, it turns out that they're still in love with each other, and for the longest time, she thought that he was the one who didn't sign the divorce papers. Turns out he signed them, but she never did. So then that begs the question, why didn't she? So obviously there was still something between them, right? So over the course of, I don't know, a couple months, I'd say, they fall back in love with each other, and she realizes that no matter where she goes, down deep she loves him, and that no one will ever take his place. So then they get back together or whatever. But it's not as easy as you think, and I like the fact that there's a conflict in the movie, and it's not just romantic comedy where boy meets girl, there's separation, and then they come back together in the end of the movie. This movie is a complete kind of twist where they're already married, and the complication is she wants to get divorced, or she's kind of uh like she thinks she wants to get divorced. She's convinced in her own head she wants to get divorced until she spends some real time with him again and realizes that there's nothing wrong with being a small town girl, kind of a thing. And but then her husband, Josh Lucas, has to figure out that it's okay for her to have ambition too. You know. So I like the kind of push and pull of it for a little bit until they become they stay together. So all right, I'm gonna talk about some other stuff in a minute. So all right.